Hey everyone, it's Betsy Harvey with Betsy Harvey Inc., your personal communications headquarters for confidently communicating your personal brand story in your work and in your life. I am so excited to be back here today. It's been a few weeks since I shot a new video and I've really missed y'all. But today it's super exciting because I have a pretty big announcement to make about my business. For those of you who are close to me, you know what this is. You know that it's taken a ton of discernment for me to get to this place. But here's the bottom line. Since I started this business, I've been doing what I would call stepping into my maybe. Well, maybe I can do it this way, or maybe I shouldn't do that, or maybe I just don't have what it takes, or maybe I'm thinking this is what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not. Sounds like a lot of self-doubt. I'm sure that in some point in your life, you can relate to that feeling of not being able to fully step into your yes. There's lots of hesitation that comes from being able to step into what we're divinely created to do. I'm here today to share some pretty exciting news. Hopefully, most of you, all of you would be the dream, but all of you will stick around and continue to be a part of this community. So I grew up with a pretty strong faith foundation. Like anyone that I've pretty much met during my 20s and even sometimes in my 30s, that was shaken. I made choices that were not necessarily the best choices. I honor them, and I certainly don't live in regret, because every single time, whether my choices were good and I reaped awesome benefits from those, or my choices were not so good and it was a harder or darker place for me, God was with me the entire way. Now, sometimes that's super hard to see, especially when we have desires that are unfulfilled, or we think our life should go a certain way. But what I can tell you is this. In looking back over the last couple decades of my life, both personally and professionally, God has been there the whole time. So when I started this business, I kept discerning, do I want this to be a faith-based business? And I kept saying no, because I recognize there are some of you out there who may or may not have a faith practice in your life, which is okay. We all have our whole lives to figure these kinds of things out. But I will say this. For me to not integrate my Christianity and my faith life into my business would be unauthentic. Not sure that's a word, but it would be. I feel like for me to step into my yes and to deliver the full version of myself to you is so important, not just for this online community, but also my private clients. Now, my goal is certainly not to be crazy, freaky, kooky about my faith life. There are plenty of those other folks that are certainly out there. I also am not a theologian, so it's not like I have all the answers. In fact, just so you know, if you are Christian, I didn't really get into studying the Bible till this year, 2015. Whoop, whoop, news alert. I mean, I spent most of my life being so focused on spirituality that I really wasn't looking at the Bible. So occasionally online through Facebook or Instagram, you are going to start seeing more things that mention God, different quotes from different religious leaders or saints, or even straight from the Bible. But what really matters to me is this. There's a Holy Trinity, right? God, our creator. I mean, I'm looking out through the window that is actually on the other side of this camera today. It is an absolutely crisp and perfect fall day. There is so much God to be seen in nature that it clears my mind and allows me to truly be who I am. So I am grateful for God, the creator. And I am also grateful for his son, Jesus Christ, who is this amazing example of what God's really all about. Love, compassion, meeting you right where you are, picking you up and carrying you when you don't feel like you can carry yourself. Jesus was an amazing man. And I know that some of my friends and some of you out there don't see him as the Messiah. And I get that, and I'm going to meet you right where you are. The third part of this beautiful Holy Trinity is the Holy Spirit. Within you, you have the Spirit of God. He created you uniquely. He created you with a very special set of talents, experiences, interactions, and your place in the world. That's why I started this business, because I believe that that intersection, that divine compass that tells you who you are, is supposed to be put into action in service to the world. So I started this business so that people could get clear on their professional track, how they tell their story, and get it into action so that they are following their divine calling. Because here's the deal. I don't believe in self-help. I absolutely do not believe that it is possible for us to totally just get motivated and get going on some intellectual level and make a significant change that will last. Our spiritual life absolutely has to be the foundation. Now, I know that in this community, some of you are not Christian, and I am grateful if you've made it this far into the video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, I am not here to push my thoughts on you. I'm here to serve you. But part of me serving you best is honoring the fact that this is a business that God called me to, and to try to function in a self-help capacity with my clients in this community. I wouldn't be giving you the full truth. I'd be giving you a maybe. I'd be asking you to stand into your full power, for you to step into your yes, while I'm standing back going, oh, I don't know. Is this what he really wants me to do? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I know that that's what I'm supposed to do. And I've known this since I was a young girl. But the thing is, I had to have all these steps along the way. And I also, like any honest person of faith, have had plenty of self-doubt. Look, it takes a lot to have a faith practice. You have to nurture it. You have to overcome obstacles. There are going to be different things shooting at you from different directions trying to tell you, no, you can't do it. Yep, spiritual warfare is real, people. It is so real. And you just have to say no to it. So, I thank you for being here. I am super excited about refocusing my business. And I'm honored because I believe that this is the work I'm called to do. And my job and my goal in life, first and foremost, is to serve God. Second, serve my family. My husband, who is awesome, he is my biggest supporter and cheerleader. My children, my 2 boys, ages 3 and 5. And third, this community, my clients, and trying to help you as much as possible to discern how the Holy Spirit is calling you to put your divine purpose, your divine calling, your talents, your skills, your passions in action in the right environment. If you want to read the full blog for this, I highly recommend that you hop on over. BetsyHarveyInc.com, just click on blogs and videos, and the whole write-up is right there. I'm so honored to have you here. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you out on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I am sending you light, love, and a super abundant amount of strength as you go out into the world. And I can't wait to see you next week. Be well.